my Taurus intuitors, this is Aria here with a reading for you, especially for people in a soulmate love connection or looking for one or wanting to know what might be going on in their lives regarding meeting a soulmate and or the dynamics between the two of you. And the particular time frame I'm looking at is from December 12 through December 21. We're right in the middle of that frame of time, but the reason I'm choosing that is that we're currently having a lot of energies right now that are aiding and assisting us in truly flipping the script, turning things around in anything that's in our lives that isn't going the way we want it to. There's a lot of support and energy right now for shifting that. So without any further ado, I'm going to go ahead and just turn the camera down and we'll get started on the reading. I will have to say that it may be a good thing to check out the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus readings if this particular reading doesn't fully resonate with you. And so actually what I'm seeing here is some really good things. So let's just go ahead and get right into it. This is what's the energy that's happening between the two of you right now, and this is one person and this is the other. And you may resonate with one side more than the other, and that's of course that's part of being an intuitor. So the stork and the heart is a really beautiful combination. It is about a crush, about falling in love, having loving exchanges or positive events that are taking place in our love life, and it can also just plain mean sex and sensuality and just a lot of really good things for love. So this person right now, and because this is also between the two of you, it could be that maybe this isn't happening yet, but it's coming in soon. But you're just full and you're ready, and if you are in this, it's really great because it's bound to go in a really positive direction according to the other cards that are here. The bear just talks about the kind of person it could be with. It could even, because it even talks about a businessman or woman, it could be somebody from a work situation or work setting, or it can just be somebody who has the characteristics of a bear. It could be somebody who's a mother, mama bear kind of thing. The characteristics of a bear being very strong and very solid and secure, or it could even just be talking about how you're very secure and strong in the loving feelings, the crush, the everything that you have going on here. The other person over here, it is very interesting, a little trickier, but I don't think it's a negative picture. The beginning, the center picture being the dog, does talk about this person is a friend. So it could be that you're crushing on someone who's a friend and they don't know it yet because we have the secrets card next to this person. So they're not fully aware of it yet, but it could be that they are aware of it, but they're just pretending like they're not, because the fox is a tricky character who, he does have some negative characteristics, but I really don't feel here that it's so much the negative characteristics of the fox that are coming up to play as much as just that, he's a little bit sly. He's not, it could be he's very aware of the crush, or she's very aware of the crush and just not really, showing it, and they're, being secretive about their own for you as well, because I do feel like there's definitely, the connection is going to end up going both ways here, but we'll pull some other cards to find out for sure. The other thing is that the fox can also indicate business, and because we have, and work and career, or actually really just more business things, work related, and because the bear is a businessman or person, it does give me the feeling that we could just be talking again, more emphasis on the fact that this is a work situation that you've connected with the person in. Or if it's someone you haven't met yet, that may be where you meet them, something related or connected to work. The house can indicate a home, but because it is right above the fox here, and we already had the bear over here, I kind of feel like it's possible that the house which can sometimes represent a work situation, or even just like the people who work together, that can kind of emphasize that as well. It does look like a trip is going to be happening, and whether either one of you has a business trip, or she, because the woman figures prominently, or maybe if you're a masculine energy and you're going on a business trip, that's where you meet this woman. But it also, because it's connected to the home, it could be that there's a trip home, and that plays significantly in the relationship in some way in connection with a woman. So let's go ahead and pull some more cards to kind of see and flesh out the whole story that's going on here. And I did have that one just flew out. I feel that we're the Six of Swords is about a trip, but there's also an element with this trip of a journey of moving on from troubling past into a more promising future. And it could be that one of you or both of you have had, you know, kind of you've had a troubling past in love before, and you're moving toward a more positive and bright future with this person. This is very positive cards in this spread, so I'm really not concerned that in the case for most of you. There we have the soulmate card, just came up right away, the Six of Cups. So this is definitely a soulmate relationship connection, and you're going to really feel like that's, in a sense, even the bear that comes up as like a warm and fuzzy, you know, the kind of warm and fuzzy feeling, and the dog that, you know, that the dog is your beloved companion, you know, in real life. And so the dog being the friend, the true friend who never betrays you, and whoever, you know, always is there for you. So the Five of Pentacles does talk about we had some difficulties in the past. I think that is where the Six of Swords is, the feeling of being left out in the cold. Now, whether this was between you and this person or not, I don't know, but it could be that in some other situation someone feels like they were left out in the cold, but I can pull some cards to find that out. A Queen of Swords, that is somebody who can be, you know, I mean, it can be just about somebody who's speaking their truth, but it also can be somebody who's had a bit of a biting and direct, and maybe even a little bit of a sharp tongue or attitude about her. And a Four of Swords suggests it going within, and maybe even, you know, I just kind of have this feeling, because these cards are kind of coming out on this side, that this person here who's playing it a little more sly, and keeping their secrets, I feel like this is the story behind them. They are moving on beyond this, so that's a good thing. But if they've been quiet, if, you know, the secrets are there, if they've been quiet, it's because they, you know, they really had to go within and find and center and ground themselves after this situation of being left out in the cold. And they do want to move on into a more brighter, you know, picture. And I feel like they will be. Either they are going to be speaking their truth, or it could be that this is the person that hurt them. So you might be dealing with somebody who had, you know, a relationship with someone that was that you know, is what they're kind of recovering from right now. And that is one reason that they're not like coming out so much with, you know, openly reciprocating. And I do feel like that there was, on this side in their story, there was some cheating, and there was somebody who was dishonest and who was, you know, not the best kind of character in their story. They're, you know, healing and coming out of. But this card here is a you know, a card. The Four of Swords is a card about healing, and the Ten of Swords comes up just to say that whatever was there in the past, it's over. It's over and done with. I don't think you need to worry about, like, I think they've really processed through all of this, and it's over and done with. But in, you know, in the end, they are wanting to move on toward the Six of Cups, the soulmate connection that I think you represent. So let's get some cards about you and what's been going on about you. So you've had some disappointments as well. There's the Five of Cups there. You've you know, not always felt like you got what you wanted in life, but you really want to develop something and create something of lasting value in partnership with others. The Three of Pentacles is about partnership, and you really are wanting more, you know, something more. And you know, that's something you've come into balance within yourselves. You have balanced out that you know, the sadness of your past, and come into balance of what it is you really desire. And I feel like it's very interesting because your stories are really quite similar. And I feel like most of the people who are going to resonate with this reading, it is someone quite new in your experience, a new soulmate you've just met, or you are just about to meet. Like, again, you might meet this person on a trip somewhere. And I do feel like you have been waiting for it for a while. There's definitely, you know, this has been a long time coming, and you've gone through what you needed to in regards to surrendering and letting go, you know, coming into balance, knowing what you want, and so that's, you know, really why it's coming in at this time. And then I have the Six of Wands as a really great outcome card, assuring there will be success in this. Look at this. We have not to be scared by the number 666 there, but we have, you know, there's some interesting numbers there we've got going on. Six of Swords, Six of Cups, Six of Wands. Great success, a lot of happiness, some good things coming up for you, Taurus. So I'm really happy to see that for you guys right now. Again, if you have any kind of, you know, you want some more insights about this reading just for you, you have a question for me, go ahead and write it in the comments below. I'll pull 2 or 3 cards for you and make a reply. It's a fun way for us to interact, and you actually kind of get a free little mini reading out of it. And also make sure you subscribe to my channel, share it with others, help it grow, because I just launched this channel, but I've been reading cards for years, and I'm really excited about sharing it with all of you who watch. Have a great day.